Hello everyone, I'm Talas and welcome to a brand new video. This time I bring to you the Fallout 4 Road to Platinum guide with some tips on how to earn the coveted trophy yourself. As always, I've made this video as much spoiler free as possible, and if you enjoy the content, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and remember to check out the other episodes. Now let's begin our journey in the Commonwealth Wasteland. First, I want to mention that you can play the game on any difficulty you want, as there are no difficulty related trophies, and there will be no need for multiple runs, as later in the video I'm going to show you how to earn the different endings trophies in a single playthrough. You will start by creating your character as you wish, but something I want to mention when assigning your special attributes, if you want to have an easier time leveling up, is to increase as much as you can the intelligence to earn more XP for the activities that you complete or the enemies that you defeat. For the rest, apply your points as you wish. After creating your character, you must move on with the story until a shocking event that will make you exit the vault you seek the refuge. In this vault you can immediately gain a trophy before heading out into the wasteland, which is the Future Retro Trophy for playing a holotape game. If you exited the vault before earning this trophy, like I did, don't worry, since you can return to the vault at any moment. Here's the path to find the holotape.
Such a positive guy, that Bing Crosby.
You will then exit the vault and start the exploration of the Commonwealth and meet your first companion, Codsworth. At the start, I advise you to go on with the story to get to know how the game works and get some equipment to improve your survivability. But a thing I suggest you to do immediately is to use the workshop in the starting settlement of Sanctuary Hills and scrap as much stuff as you can to earn lots of materials, especially steel and wood, for some trophies that I'm going to show you later. Your first quest will bring you to Concord, and before reaching it you will add Dogmeat as your companion. In this mission you will fight your first Deathclaw and enter in your first power armor, but most importantly you will get to know the two types of collectibles in the game, the magazines and the bubbleheads, that are needed to be hunted for trophies. The magazines are pretty easy to find since there are lots of them, and the trophy related asks you to find only 20 of them. So if you explore some locations of the wasteland and it's advised to level up faster, you should have no problem getting them. But for the bubbleheads, it's a different story, since you will have to take all of them and they are pretty rare, so I suggest you to use a guide to find them all. With the completion of the first quest, you will earn a main story related trophy, and with that, Preston Garvey will ask you to help some settlements. But first, help Sturgis to earn the Sanctuary trophy for completing his quest, and then, during your exploration, you will need to help at least 3 settlements to make them allied with the Minutemen and earn the Community Organizer trophy. Remember when I said to scrap most of the stuff in Sanctuary? Now you can use the workshop with all of those materials to earn these trophies. Scaver for having gathered 1000 resources used for crafting. Scrap as many stuff as you can with the workshop and then just take the materials. The Fixer Upper trophy for building 100 workshop items. Just select this post from the structure and fences category of the workshop and continue building until the trophy pops. The Wasteland DIY trophy for creating 100 items. Just use the chemical station and craft cold drops until the trophy pops. But a little disclaimer is that you need to have the Far Harbor DLC to create this item. So if you don't have it, focus on getting as much meat as you can, and then go to a cooking station and cook it. It will take more time, but if you're consistent, you should have no problem. And the last trophy you can earn, but only if you have a baseball bat, is the Armed and Dangerous trophy for creating 50 weapon mods. Just create all the mods in this category of the bat that you have, then store them in a chest or whichever container you have, and then rebuild them. It's important that you store the mod created, since if not, you will apply the ones that you just created. And that's it, just continue until the trophy pops. At this point, your next story objective should be to reach Diamond City, but before reaching it, you'll be able to explore the Commonwealth, and with that earn lots of XP and new equipments. When leveling up, the only advice I can give you is to apply the points earned in the Locksmith and Hacker abilities, and get them at least at 2 stars, to have an easier time with the What's Yours Is Mine trophy for picking 50 locks, and the Robco's Worst Nightmare trophy for hacking 50 terminals. Another ability needed for a trophy is the Pickpocket ability to earn the Prankster's Return trophy, and here's how to obtain it. First, you need to have 2 points assigned in the Pickpocket ability and a grenade. Then just crouch behind a person in any of your settlement, and when it says that you are hidden, pickpocket them. Then, from your inventory, just select a grenade. And that's it. Before moving on, I will focus on probably the most tedious trophy of the game, the Benevolent Leader trophy. So, if you have an older save from your PS4 playthrough, you should have an easier time getting this trophy. But the method is the same, so don't worry if you haven't platinumed the game before. You can earn this trophy in pretty much every settlement, but the most important thing to do is to focus on giving a role to every settler, enough food, water and beds to everyone, and focus on crafting everything that has the smile symbol like these ones on their peculiarities, so that it improves the happiness of the settlement. With that, the happiness should boost up to 90% pretty fast, but after that it could take a lot. So a good way to cut the time to reach 100% is to sleep 24 hours with your character and wait a few minutes to see if the happiness is growing. When it grows, just sleep again and continue this process until finally earning the trophy. Upon getting closer to Diamond City, you can earn the Touchdown Trophy for getting killed with a mini nuke. And in this location right here, there is a guaranteed enemy with a fat man. So alert the enemies and just wait until... While exploring, the radio will spot you a new signal, and with that the fire support quest will start, which will introduce you to the Brotherhood of Steel, one of the main factions of the game. By following the signal, you will reach their location and start their series of quests. Complete the quests with Paladin Dance to earn a trophy, and then continue exploring and discover new locations, to gain the Ranger Corps trophy for discovering 100 locations. Before moving on with the story, you should head for Vault 81, which is near Diamond City, and completes its quest, to earn a new companion, Curie, that will be useful for a trophy that you're going to earn later. Now you can reach Diamond City, the biggest settlement in the Commonwealth, where you will recruit a new companion, Piper, and go on with the main story. Right after entering Diamond City, you can earn the Home Run Trophy, and here's how to do it.
Can't believe you eat that food. Only one thing worth buying in the dugout inn. And that's the booze.
You just gotta eat. What can I say?
A real dynasty.
What kind of person pals around with a robot? Oh my god. You're not a simp, are you?
Hub of trade for
Sometimes
all
you gotta
Diamond
wonder.
City right here.
Does anyone fight back?
When the
Institute has to
buy
have
a
enemies,
squatter.
right?
What? You mean the railroad? That's a fairy tale, man. They don't exist. That a real vault suit?
Anyone is one of those things. It's that secretary of his. Her and her perfect hair.
The mayor's secretary. Come on, Ma. I cut her hair myself.
Then you will meet Nick Valentine, a detective who's going to help you with your quest to find a lead to your baby, and you will earn a trophy for completing the quest. With that done, I suggest to continue on exploring even more the wasteland before moving on with the story, to earn more trophies for killing humans, creatures, leveling up, and completing side quests. If you have followed this guide up until this point, continue with the main story, and upon finishing the Reunions quest, you will earn the Never Go It Alone trophy for recruiting 5 companions. With that, I suggest you to stick with Nick Valentine or Piper as your companion, because they are the easiest ones to reach the maximum level of relationship, since they like when you help people, lockpicking and hacking terminals, and it is useful for the lovable trophy. Simply do these actions frequently with one of these characters, and at a certain point they will ask to speak with you. With that, you will earn a special quest, and by completing it, you will be awarded with the trophy. In the meantime, you can earn the Taking Independence trophy and the All the Guns trophy for completing the Minutemen related quests, and advance in the Brotherhood of Steel quests, which is needed for a later stage of this road to Platinum. You can now proceed with the story until obtaining the Hunter Hunted quest, as it's time to join the railroad. During your walks in Diamond City, you will probably have obtained the Road to Freedom quest, and that is the first quest of the railroad. This mission will require you to follow some directions to uncover the location of the railroad, but to cut some time, you just need to reach the Old North Church here. Then you just need to follow this passage and at the end solve this puzzle by tapping the word Railroad on this plate to find this faction and gain a trophy. Continue making quests for the railroad until you're asked to join them. A trophy you can do in this part of the game is the Mercenary trophy for completing 50 miscellaneous objectives such as these ones. These objectives are pretty rare to get by playing naturally, so the best way to obtain this is with the vertibird signal grenades, and you will get them by completing the Show No Mercy quest for the Brotherhood of Steel, and will be available for purchase later from Tegan on the Pridwen after the completion of this mission. What you need to do to earn this trophy is pretty easy. Just place yourself in a settlement in an open space like this, then launch the vertibird signal grenade. After a while, the vertibird will arrive, and after landing, an objective will appear. Just board the vertibird and then exit. Lastly, travel to another settlement. Just be sure that it's not too close to the last one. As you can see, this action counts as a miscellaneous objective, so you just have to repeat this as many times as you need. If you are short of vertibird grenades and Tegan doesn't sell them to you, just wait for 1 or 2 in-game days and they should be available again. Before reaching the final stage of this road to Platinum, I will show you how to earn the Diardo Day Fall trophy for killing 5 giant creatures, which are the Marlurk Queen and the Behemoth. If you have done the quests Taking Independence and Show No Mercy, you should have killed 2 giant creatures, so I'm going to show you the location of 3 other creatures. With that, it's time for the final stage of this road to Platinum. Now you can concentrate on moving on with the main story, but be sure to follow these choices and steps that I'm going to show you. Complete the main quests of the story as you wish until the molecular level, in which you must build the device with the railroad. Then complete the institutionalized quest by joining the institute and continue the underground undercover quest until the objective continue working for Father. After that, proceed with the Brotherhood of Steel questline until obtaining the Blind Betrayal mission. Then focus on completing the Institute quest, in which during the Battle of Bunker Hill mission you must warn the railroad. Kill the cursor you're assigned to and tell Father that you got ambushed in order to stay allied with the Institute. Lastly, complete the Mankind Redefined quest, and at the start of the Mass Fusion quest, make a manual save in order to do all the 3 different faction endings without having to start another run. Let's start by siding with the Brotherhood of Steel in the Mass Fusion quest, so you can then earn the Blind Betrayal and add Victorian trophies for completing the 2 related quests. But remember, you can decide whichever ending you want to do first. After that, you can reload the previous manual save that we made before starting the Mass Fusion quest. Next, you can go for the Institute ending, but be careful to make a save after completing the Powering Up mission, since you will need it to then do the Railroad ending quests. By making the Institute ending, you're going to earn the Nuclear Family Trophy. Lastly, reload the save after having finished the Powering Up quest, and then complete all the Railroad questline to earn the Underground Undercover and the Rocket's Red Glare trophies. And with all of that, you can finally enjoy your Fallout 4 Platinum Trophy.
There's a lot of work ahead of us, but together we'll get there.
With that comes the end of this video and this cool Platinum run. If you have watched the video up until now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the content and earned a new Platinum for your collection. Remember to subscribe and leave a like to support the channel. And let me know with a comment down below if you want a specific game to be featured in the next Road to Platinum episode. Thanks again, and I will see you to the next one.